Hello. Dividend is always calculated on face value, not market value. This one rule is worth 5 marks in your board exam. Most students get it wrong. In the next 20 minutes, I'll make sure you never forget it. And we will solve examples from your Selina textbook. So let's go. Hi guys, welcome back to our own channel Quantum Math. Today we are going to start a new chapter, that is shares and dividends. So this is the first video of the series, and in this we are going to cover different topics such as what is capital, who are the shareholders, and what is known as dividend. So the key concepts will be the face value, market value, how much will be dividend, on which the dividend is calculated, what is at premium, at par, at discount, so on. So let's begin. In this chapter, shares and dividends, let's start with a small example. For example, here you are having a small company and you need money to expand that company. You have already 1 or 2 branches. Now your company is doing good and you are trying to get money to open new branches. For that, you need to make an IPO, which is known as you are starting in the market to take the money. For example, so what will you do? You will raise money by saying that, okay, we need 10 lakh rupees for the capital now, and you divide those 10 lakh rupees into shares of 100 rupees. So 100 rupees shares means 10,000 shares you need to sell in the market. So whoever is buying those shares, 10,000 shares, are your shareholders. Now they are also partly owning your company. You are not the sole owner of the company now. You have sold your shares, so that's why you are sharing your shareholding capacity with your different owners of the company. Got it? So now what happens? So total raised money is 10,000 here. Okay, 10,000 is 10 lakh is raised here. Just a second. Yeah. So now what happens? Once you get, there are 2 types of benefits that a shareholder gets from a company. One is, for example, you sold the share at 100 rupees face value or 200 rupees, whatever is there, and they have purchased it. During a period of 5 months, 6 months, or 1 year, the share became 150 rupees. So that 50 rupees is the profit that they will get, premium amount, right? Also, after 1 year, you got some profits, and that profits you want to share. You can reinvest in your company the same profit, and you can expand it further, or you can share that profit in the form of dividends to all the shareholders. So that money which you give back, not hundreds of rupees or thousands of rupees, that will be a percentage. For example, 5% of the 100 rupees will be 5 rupees on a particular share. You will give it back to the shareholder. That is known as your dividend. The company which shares the profit with their shareholders, that is known as dividend. Hope this is clear. So the important point here is dividend is always on the face value, not the market value. As I told you before, if your company has sold a share in 100 rupees, now it has moved to 150 rupees. So this is your market value. 150 is your market value. This is 100 rupees, not compulsorily is your face value. Sometimes what happens, the company might keep 10 rupees as the face value on the paper. Whatever face value they fix it, that is the face value of the share. On that, they will give you 5%, 10%. If 10% of dividend is provided to the shareholder, then doesn't mean that 15 rupees will be received. No, you will not receive 15 rupees. You will receive only 10% of 10 rupees, that is only 1 rupee will be given to you as a dividend. So this is very super important thing that you must learn and remember, that dividend is always on face value, not on market value. Got it? Clear. Now 3 important key concepts that we are going to cover here is the face value. As I said, what is the face value? What is printed on the share certificate, which is set by the company, might be 10 rupees. If you see Wipro share, might be 5 rupees or 2 rupees. Infosys might be 1 rupee. So that is printed on your share. That is the face value. Now Infosys is 1500 rupees. That is the market value. Okay. So don't get confused. Face value will be very less amount. Okay. And what happens? this further gets reduced. How? Whenever a company is giving you split of the share, they will divide the shares into, for example, if you have 100 shares, they will divide it into 2, means 200 shares you will have, but the face value becomes 5. Okay, this is a this is something very you will see in the further years of your education, but not very important, but just to get you a gist of what's happening, that's why I said this. But the face value will be very, very low, which is set by the company. Okay, going back, what is the market value now today at on Nifty or NSE or BSE markets? What is the share price? Might be 150 rupees. This is your market value, MV. Got it? What is the dividend? Dividend is the profit paid to the shareholders, always percentage of face value, always on the face value. Remember this. Okay, if the company is giving, I am giving 100% of dividend to my shareholders, so don't get overexcited. Company might be having the face value of rupees 1 only. So if you have 1,000 shares of that company, you might get only 1,000 rupees as dividend. Don't get confused. If the share price is 500, I am getting 5 lakh rupees as dividend. Don't get confused and don't get overexcited here. So dividend is always on the face value. Now moving on, price situations. For example, a face value of 100 rupees is given of a share. At par means, okay, I am having 100 rupees as a, on paper is the face value. In market also, today the price of that particular share is 100. So this is known as par. At par, if market value is more, for example, my share price, this one is face value is 100, but market value became 120. So it means this has increased the premium. So we will call it at premium. Whenever the market value is more than the face value, we call it as at premium. Whereas market value is lesser than the face value, then we'll say the share is at discount. Okay, the face value is 100, but I am getting at 80. So it means I am getting a share at discount. Understood? How you will get the discount? Face value minus the market value, you will get 20 rupees. This is the discount rate. Understood? Clear? Got it. Great. Moving on. There are two important formulas given in your textbook. First is income. Number of shares multiplied by the face value multiplied by rate of the dividend. This is not rate of interest, this is dividend rate. 10% of the face value, 2% of the face value, 100% of the face value, whatever the percentage is given, you multiply everything divided by 100, you will get the income. Got it? What is return? Return percentage is income. Whatever you have got, this income, you add it to the investment, multiply it by 100. You will get returns. Understood? Sorry, income divided by investment, whole multiplied by 100. This is the formula. So you will get the return percentage. We will do some example problems below so that you will understand here. Okay, one example is already done. For example, you are having 50 shares of a company, face value of which is 100 rupees. Market value is 120, so that it is 20 rupees premium you are getting. And the dividend is given to the shareholder at 8% on the which value? Good, face value. Now, first, what's the income? I told you, multiply number of shares multiplied by the face value and multiplied by number of, what is the percentage of dividend? 8, whole divided by 100. So you are getting 400 rupees as income. That is the dividend that you are getting. However, investment, how much investment you have done? You have got 50 rupees, 50 shares multiplied by the market value you have purchased. So 6,000 is your investment, correct? So what is the return percentage? Return percentage, you have to divide what is your income divided by what was the investment multiplied by 100. So 6.67 is your return percentage. Understood? So dividend, return for 6%, 10% yearly dividend is very, very, very good actually. Okay, you never get more than 1% or 2% of dividend value. So here the example is saying if you are getting 6 to 7%, it is approximately very okay. Moving on. So things you need to remember: face value is fixed always, market value moves daily, dividend is always on the face value, return is income divided by market value multiplied by 100. So this is the important things to be. So now we'll look at some of the textbook definitions here. What is a dividend? The annual profit distributed among shareholders is called dividend, paid annually as per share or as per a percentage. What is nominal value? The value of share printed on the share. Nominal value, or you can say face value, both are same. What is printed on a share certificate? Market value, at which price the stock is getting exchanged, means in the market today what is the price of that share. Share certificate, this is the certificate which you get whenever you are selling or purchasing a company's share. Okay, a quick note for the IGCSE or O-level students, these concepts are identical in your syllabus as well. NV is the par value, MV is market price, dividend is the same. So the calculation method is exactly the same worldwide. So you can also utilize this information for your exams. So moving on, doing some example problems real quickly. In this problem, it is saying that find the market value of rupees of 280 100 rupees 100 shares at a premium of 15 160 25 rupees shares at a discount of rupees. Okay, so now let's, what is the first problem here? Let's do it. It is saying that market value of one share. What is the market value of one share? You know it very well, face value plus the premium. So face value plus premium, how much is that? Face value was 100 rupees and premium was 15. So 100 plus 15, 115 rupees is the market value of this share now. Okay, so now what is the next step? Next step is, what's the market value of 280 shares? So market value of one share is 115, market value of 280 shares, just multiply it by, because we have how many shares with us? 280 shares. So you need to multiply 280 by 115. So you will get the total investment, how much you people have invested to get these 280 shares, which will be 32,200. This is our investment. 32,200 is the investment on these shares. Okay, so what is this is the market value. Simple, got it? Good. This is the answer. Second, there are how many? 160 shares, 25 shares, what's the price of that? 25, and it is we are getting at a discount of 6. So what will be the market value of one share? Face price minus the discount, because we are getting it at a discount, so you need to subtract. So market value is face value is 160, sorry, number of shares is 160, 25 is your face value, you need to reduce the discount. So 19 rupees is the market value of one share. What will be the market value of 160 shares? Market value of 160 shares equal to, you need to multiply 19 into 160. So you will get 3040. So this is the market value of your shares, 3040 rupees. Okay, understood? Simple. Moving on, find the annual income from 750 20 rupees shares paying 8% dividend. Okay, now we are finding the annual income. So what is the face value of this? Face value is 20 rupees. That's why we are finding the dividend on the face value, not the market value. So now dividend percentage is given as, I'm writing D, capital D for dividend and small d for discount. Don't get confused. Capital D percentage is equal to given as 8%. So what will be the value of 8, this one? So annual income for one share will be annual income from 750 shares. Annual income from how many shares we have? 750 shares. So what will you do here? 750 shares equal to, we need to multiply 8 by 100 multiplied by 20. Okay, 750 multiplied by 8 by 5. 750 multiplied by 8 divided by 5. How I got this 8 by 5? You know very well, right? 8 divided by, for one share you will be having 8 by 5. 8% of rupees 20, how will you calculate? 8% of this, 8 by 100 into 20, right? So this gets cancelled 1 time, 5 times, so you will get 8 by 5. So whatever fraction you got for one share, you will just multiply that fraction by the number of shares you have, 8 by 5. You can cancel 750 by 5, that you will get 150 into 8. 150 into 8 will be 1200, right? Yep. So this is your 1200 is your annual income from those 750 shares after getting 8% of dividend. Was that clear? Good. Move. This is the last problem of this today's video. Salman buys 50 shares of face value 100 rupees available at 132. So face value was 100, it moved to 132, so it is at premium. What is his investment? Investment is very easy. Investment will be number of shares. I told you what's the formula. Investment formula is number of shares multiplied by what? The value, market value. We will not get the shares on the face value, we will get it on the market value every time. So market value multiplied by the number of shares, this is the formula. So here what he has done, he has purchased 50 shares. So 132 multiplied by 50 will be equal to how much? 6,600. 6,600. So this is the investment. Next part, if the dividend is 7.5, what will be his annual income? Okay, what he is getting, the dividend percentage is given as 7.5%. Dividend percentage is 7.5%. okay, so what we will do, dividend will be on face value, exactly. So for what, how much dividend he will get? Dividend on one share will be equal to how much? You know very well, 7.5 divided by 100 multiplied by 100. So it's very clear, 7 rupees 50 paise he will get on one share. So how many share he has? 50 shares. Dividend on 50 shares. Dividends on 50 shares, you multiply it by this. How much you will get? 7.50 into 5, that will be 375 rupees. So 375 is your dividend income. Got it? Clear? Very good. Nothing, just multiplying number of shares by dividend per share value. So you will get 375. Got it? Good. Third point, if he wants to increase his annual income by 150, how many extra shares should he buy? So what he wants 150 extra. What he will do now? For that, you know that income from one share is how much? One share income is how much? 750. Got it? 7 rupees 50 paise. 7.50 is the income. How much he wants now? Extra income required. Extra income required equal to what is given? He wants rupees extra, 150 rupees he wants. So number of shares will be how much? Number of shares he has to purchase. Equal to, what will you do? 150 divided by 750. 150 divided by 7.5. So that will be equal to 20 shares. 20 shares. So how much more shares he has to get? He has to get 20 more shares, so that he will increase the his income by 150 rupees. Got it? Okay, so that's it from this video. I'll post some homework problems in the description. Please do those problems and write your answers in the comment box section. We'll see you in the next video and we'll cover more problems on shares and dividends. Till then, follow Quantum Math, like this video and share it with your friends because sharing is caring.